have made it back to Paris. Philip and I spent the last few days with Nick, Marie and Antoine on their summer holiday. It has been glorious. The weather was amazing. We are back and we have a huge day ahead of us, and it's midday right now. We have to race back to Lalande. I am launching a brand new channel. I've been working on this for a long time and it's called Stephanie's Grand Tour of Europe, and the first video will be going out tonight. I've chosen the title Stephanie's Grand Tour of Europe because I've been very inspired by the 18th century Grand Tour, which people would go on, well, the aristocracy would go on, and it would last ages, often several years. And I thought that it would be a really lovely way of grouping together all of our travels when we visit other chateaus, when we go to Brocante, exploring the history and the culture of Europe. Really, all of the Sundays at the chateau videos that I used to make, from now on they'll be on a separate channel. And this way, all of the in-depth videos that I love making, for example, the one on Chateau Diaries or the specific tours that I do of places, can have a standalone channel where everyone can find them. So I'm really excited but quite nervous. I haven't launched a new channel in absolutely ages. We are on our way. I'm starting to feel like the day might actually dovetail smoothly. We've got a long journey ahead of us, several hours. So whilst I am doing this, I'm going to leave you with the day that we filmed the very first video for the new channel. It was a tour of La Motte-Feu and we were invited for lunch there. We're having a really lovely time. Dan came to do some drone footage. Something went catastrophically wrong and we had to call in reinforcements from Lalande. We're on our way to La Motte-Feu, which is one of the most glorious chateaus in the local area. It was actually owned by Cesare Borgia, who basically abandoned his wife there. So there's a lot of dark, mysterious secrets about this chateau. You'll have seen a peek of the outside before because we went there for afternoon tea with Sonia, and we're going to have lunch with them today, which I'm really excited about. Sonia is our friend who makes these nail varnishes, nailberry nail varnishes. Christophe loves nothing more than looking through the archives, and I was so excited about the archives I nearly missed the turning. And he discovered the most extraordinary story, which is that our chateau, Lalande, and his chateau, La Motte-Feu, have a medieval enemy in common. We'll tell you more about it at lunch. You see it just appearing. Look at that tower. It's such an old chateau. Oh my goodness, I love their gardens so much and I cannot wait. It's a perfect day for this, Philip.
Oh my god, the gardens are so beautiful.
Believe it. Oh, Sonia!
Hello!
Sonia, you look like Marie Antoinette with the flowers. Thank you.
I love the embroidery on your dress.
Is this how you always garden?
Yeah, no, actually I wear this dress a lot.
I love it so much.
I wear it a lot, and yeah, I love that type.
You look beautiful.
Thank you, you too.
And the garden.
Yeah, no, we're very lucky with this garden. It's full bloom at the moment.
I love the alleyway of dahlias.
Yes. And then you have the lavender, which is purple. And then over there you have the white one. And before I come here, I actually didn't know you had so many colors.
No, neither did I. I didn't know about the white.
No.
It smells exactly the same. It smells delicious. It's weird because it's white. You wouldn't expect it. I'm loving the garden.
Welcome to La Motte.
Thank you. It's so beautiful.
Thank you.
Oh, it's amazing.
And this is great for bouquets.
Yeah, you can
Because you have
imagine.
so many of them,
Yes.
you don't disturb it, you know? It
Yeah.
doesn't show that you're picking them.
And we discovered recently that all of the petals are edible and they all taste different.
Really?
Are they really?
Each
Oh my
colour
God.
tastes different, so we have them in all our salads now.
Oh wow.
Promise
I
you.
really need to
Because we
try.
looked it up because Maria started serving us daily petals and we were all like, Google it.
Yeah, you better be sure.
Oh, that's amazing.
Especially these
Yeah.
ones are dark, the other one are more green lime.
And they're so pretty in salads.
They are.
And you had an insect house. I came many years ago.
Right
You
there.
said, oh yes,
Yeah,
yes.
still here.
Yeah, it's right behind you, Philip.
Yes, to keep the insects alive during the winter.
It's such a nice idea.
Yeah, it's great.
Don't ask me which is which, but each type of
Okay.
each of the boxes is for a different type of insect.
And these are your raspberries.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, the yellow ones are really
yes,
nice.
I love the yellow ones.
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah, go on.
Thank you.
But they're not ready yet. So some of the reds have been ready.
It looks like it's ready.
Really good.
Yeah.
It looks like it's ready.
Yeah.
The vines.
The vines.
Yeah, this is enough to make 2 glasses of wine.
It's like a mist
I'll take
of
some.
purple.
Yeah, I love it. It's beautiful.
Oh, and they're so easy.
That's what I like, to mix flowers with vegetables. And you can see we have lots.
The whole concept of the garden is gris, flowers, a passageway, grass, and then vegetables in the middle.
Touch them, it's like velvet. It's very soft.
It actually feels nicer than the lavender to touch.
Yeah. It's like
Yeah, when I bought the castle, actually, these Perovskias were a little bit everywhere in the garden, and it just didn't look as stunning, right? Because they grow quite large, whereas the other flowers are low, and so we planted them one summer all along the back wall, and it just looks great. It gives
It's
depth
beautiful.
and color
I
to
love
the whole
it.
garden.
Always better to group things together, isn't it?
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
And then here on the other side, this is the orchard. What was amazing is, as I was planning to draw it, I looked. If you see the oak over there, is perfectly in line with the garden.
It is with the whole alley.
Yeah, so we made a passageway around the oak so that we can see the animals.
We rescued the pigs. We wanted to rescue them from, the big farm. It's not farms, factories. Where they are like.
Yes. So you saved 2 pigs.
Yeah,
Yes.
and you'll see they are not small.
Oh, they're amazing.
They're massive.
They're come to ask for food. So the black one is Mona and the pink one is Lisa.
Great names. Hello, Mona. Hello, Lisa. Are they both females?
Yes, and they're quite friendly.
If you want to get your hand out here, you can.
Oh, that's my hand. Yeah, she took the hand instead of the apple.
And look, that's Romeo.
Oh, that's the male.
Yes.
And a
this
lot of
one
Juliets.
is very cute.
And now you've got lots of multicolored ones. That's my favourite.
Mixed. Yeah, it's very pretty.
There you can definitely see the paternity of that one.
Like he's wearing a dress.
So these calves were actually a lot more of them. There were around like 80 or something.
Yeah, about 80.
When I met Chris, he was kind of doing a farm agriculture.
Yes.
And I'm a little bit of a big time actually animal lover.
Major
Animal lover. And I couldn't bear having veals that you send
Yes.
to the slaughter. So I said, look, there's no way I'm having this. So either we keep them and they retire, we have a sanctuary, or I'm going somewhere else. So it's a sanctuary. It's a proper sanctuary.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's very
So
nice.
Chris chose you over nice veal.
It was an easy decision. When Sonia came here, she asked me how can you eat the animals that you know? And I said, well, I don't name the animals that I eat.
Yes.
And so she came out to the field and she goes, Peter, Tom, Henry, Mary, Philip, that's it. You can't eat anything anymore. And so I didn't have a choice.
Going to salad to lunch. I think we should go now.
I would love lunch. All this talk of food.
I know. We are going to pass actually all the vegetables, and you're going to eat a lot of vegetables. We have the French beans from the garden, the tomatoes from the garden.
And no cows from the garden.
No cows. No. We'll have salmon though.
This kitchen is so wonderful. I love the lights that you've chosen next to each of the sinks.
Yeah, it's very pretty. This is not me, but this is very nice also. I love those lights.
It's glorious.
When I bought the castle, this was actually separated into 3 rooms. It had been redone in the 60s or 70s. The room is completely different from when the way that it was. But at the time of Charlotte d'Albret, this was already the kitchen. Okay. They had a bread oven. They had a rôtisserie.
I have to say that I think this is the most beautiful kitchen I've ever seen, honestly. And we've visited so many chateaux around France and beautiful houses. But of everywhere I've been, this is my favourite kitchen. Yeah, it's glorious.
I keep saying Lalande needs more copper.
So this wall is killing you, Philip, is it?
So nice.
Oh, that looks so good, Sonia.
So this is for Philippe.
This La Cornue island unit cooker. Wow.
I know. Well, with a big family like ours, we have to. You need a few dishwashers and sink and oven. And
Yeah, because how many children do you have?
6. They are Chris's, but they are 5 boys and 1 girl.
Wow.
Yes.
Russian samovar that I bought in Tula. I had a samovar custom designed for a friend's wedding, and then I decided that it'd be cool to have one made with la motte on it, so we can make some tea here as well.
That is so good.
We might need one for Lalande because you drink a lot.
I do drink a lot of tea.
It works fantastically. Do you have pine trees in Lalande?
Yes.
So you use the pine cones to start the fire.
Oh.
So that's just
You put them in
cones.
here. Here's
Okay.
water.
Okay.
Here you put the pine cones, you light it, and
I like this very much. Right, off out to lunch. This is so pretty.
Yeah, and the flowers from the garden match.
It is actually, they look just like that one in the middle.
I know.
Well, santé, and welcome to La Motte.
Thank you so much. It's a joy to be here. And good to see you again. Hi.
Santé. Santé. So this rose is my favorite. And seeing that Kayla is going to work in wine, she's learning about rosé as well with us.
Yes, I am.
I didn't realise you were going to work in
Yeah,
wine.
yeah, I am. I'm starting school in September at a winemaking program in
Yes.
Canada. I quit my corporate job and I took the leap.
Oh, well, congratulations.
yeah. So that's why I've been traveling. I quit
Yeah.
my job and then before school, I thought I'd travel a bit.
Amazing that you've done that.
Yes.
Good
thank
luck
you.
with it.
Thank you.
This looks so good. And it's aligot, the mash. So it's a very French mixture of potatoes, cheese and crème fraîche.
And it needs to be mixed for
Yeah.
very, very
And
long.
I love the fact it goes.
The texture is what
Yeah, that makes it
The
stringy,
children
wonderful.
love it. They love that.
You are feeding us too much. I'm not going to be able to do any filming.
That's what it's like every day.
It's amazing.
You poor thing.
I know, it's just horrible. So much cheese, I don't know what to do with it. I want to eat it all.
And then there'll be this.
I love red fruits and we've had everything in the garden, so we went for patisserie. So do you know what Chris likes to do? Is finding the connection between La Motte and anything else where we go. Anything else.
All around the world.
Anywhere.
So
Do you find them?
I usually do. So I found a great connection between Lalande and La Motte. You know the story of Huguet de Chamboran, who killed the neighbor of Lalande back in
Yes,
the 15th
absolutely.
century. So Huguet de Chamboran was actually a very bad man. He was the captain of the guards in Saint-Sever, and shortly after what happened in Lalande, he actually kidnapped the daughter of the owner of the seigneur of La Motte as she was going on a pilgrimage to one of the nearby churches, and brought her back to Saint-Sever, secretly married her.
So he
But-
kidnapped her and married her.
And the mother and the sister.
Yeah, so he kidnapped her, the mother,
Married
and the
only
sister.
one, right?
Did he want to be able to choose in his own time?
Married the youngest daughter, Catherine, and when the Lord of La Motte found out about it, he wrote to the king, and all of the local seigneurs actually went and besieged Saint-Sever, but by that point they had escaped.
And she escaped with him.
She escaped with him, yeah. And they...
Yeah, that's why I actually think that it's a love story.
Oh.
I actually think they must have met before, sorry, because it's very strange that he kidnapped her, married her, and she left with him willingly. She could have actually. I think it was something like he
It
was not
could have been
accepted in the
they
family
spent
or
the rest of
something.
their lives afterwards together. You could be right. You know.
But maybe in those days as well, perhaps it was a question of honour.
Exactly.
Perhaps she wouldn't have been able to marry anyone else if she had
That's
loved
probably
him
true as well.
And this is the same man who murdered the neighbour of the lords of Lalande. He murdered the neighbouring lord. Apparently, as legend has it, I mean, he certainly murdered him, but legend has it was on his way to Mass on Christmas Eve that he was suddenly accosted by this man. And so his widow teamed up with the Lord of Lalande to try and bring justice, and in doing so actually married the Lord of Lalande, who took in the daughters of the murdered man and fought for justice for them
So
for the rest
something
of his
good came out
life.
of it.
Yes.
Yeah, we're trying to find the good and the bad.
So our chateaux have the same enemy, Hubert de Chamboran,
Exactly.
united by a common enemy. You just can't keep the riffraff out. So you're apparently like their neighbours or something now.
Yeah.
I didn't realise you live closer to here. You swapping chateaux? You betraying us? Never.
Never would I.
Very happy to see you. Let's get some decent drone footage for this.
There's a scene right when they're on a helicopter going, along the Mekong River. Yeah. And with like amazing music. You've got to take the drone all along the Douve and put it to music.
So if you can do Apocalypse Now at La Motte-Feu, sorted.
Been signed up for more than I thought now.
Dan, what have you done?
Again,
Also, I can't bring you anywhere.
I don't know why I agreed to come, I think is the point. because I was happily taking the drone footage, looking nice. Now all my drone sees is the leaves of the top of that tree.
Shall we see if we can see that little dot? There's that lovely little dot here. There it is. Can you all see that little red dot? There's Dan's drone, and just to give you all an idea of quite how far away that is, we're just going to zoom out gently and show you the whole tree. She's here. Utter muppet.
Drone shots there.
Chris phoned the local fire brigade and asked them if they could get it out of the tree. We think it's about 15-20 metres, and they said they only got up to 13 metres, so the drone's on its own. And then Dan and I realised there is one man on this planet who can solve this problem. So yes, we have phoned Nick the tree surgeon, who is on his way to retrieve that drone. The saviour of the drone. It's going to be tricky.
Oh, is it?
Right up there.
That one?
Yeah.
Really high.
Do you think it's even marginally possible?
Anything's possible up there.
Yeah.
I don't know, look at the tree.
You got a bad vibe?
If we just bring the tree down to ground level.
I can do that quite easily. Couple of saws at the moment.
If you manage this, you'll officially be going higher than the fire brigade will even consider. So are you Dan's just personal, every time he gets a drone in a tree, get it out for him? Do you not get really nervous every time you see him do this? I'm so nervous, honestly.
It's a big tree though.
It's really big. I don't know how he does it. So you could hear a pin drop over here.
It's a bit scary.
Yeah.
If only we had a drone to see him going up there.
It's getting really high already, and it's a fraction of the way to the top. We're all whispering because no one wants to break his concentration. I hate the bit when he actually lets go the previous rope. But it's amazing how he then swings it round to tie it higher up. So he's about to swing the rope round again and catch it on this side. Got it. Sonia's getting really worried. Just to give you some idea of how high all of that footage was, it just, when I'm close up, you just can't see how high he is. And he's still got a long way to go. I feel much safer now that Nick's got that rope around the branch of the tree, which means if it slips, it's going to catch at the bottom of the branch. It can't go any further.
Do you know where it is, Nick? It's on this limb closest to us.
Dan, why don't you go up and show him?
Yeah, no, I'll just point. He'll know.
Nick spotted the drone. He's not sure how he's going to get to it, but he can see it. So that's a massive step in the right direction.
This one's straighter and taller.
Yeah.
So I get rope in, I can swing across it.
Swing? Both of us at the same time, like, swing?
I'm not sure about that. Because it's quite far back.
Yeah. This is getting ridiculous. Nick is now right up,
Near the top.
really near the top. There we go. There he is. He's looking around as though he's about to do something that's going to scare all of us.
I think he's going to swing. Even the peacock is a bit concerned.
That is the first time today that that peacock has moved from his own reflection.
Yes.
Afraid the peacock to go up there.
The last thing he needs right now is a peacock flying into the tree.
Yes.
I'm beginning to think maybe the drone wasn't worth it, Dan. Oh, wow. Amazing, he did it. You got it.
Done.
Yoo-hoo!
Yeah.
Phase 1 complete. Phase 2, get back down again. Wow. Woohoo! Yeah! I think everyone on the ground found it even more stressful than you did. Is it all in good, Nick?
Don't know, we'll see.
Good. Wow. Whilst Nick's here, Chris is taking him to see the remarkable trees of the property.
I wanted to show you these trees are Tulipiers de Virginie, so they're native of Louisiana in the US.
Yes.
And they were brought before the revolution to France for Marie Antoinette to be planted in Versailles. So there were a bunch in
These
Versailles.
trees?
Yes. These ones were planted at the same time. And luckily ours survived. The last ones from Versailles died in the 99 storm. So they don't have any more in Versailles. And as you can see all around, I have new growth that's come out every year. And so I'm trying to convince Versailles to take a few so that they can replant.
This was from the same group.
Yes,
that
it was
came
from the
over.
same lot that came from the US.
And they've lost all of theirs.
All of them, yes.
But yours are thriving and they're huge.
And they're beautiful. And you can see why they're called tulip trees.
Yes,
Right, with
does the
flowers.
flower open? Or
Yes, absolutely beautiful flowers.
And what colour are the flowers when
White.
they open? But they are the most spectacular trees.
Had them labeled a couple of years ago as
Yes.
Arbres Remarquables de France in recognition of their
Yeah.
age and importance. So I'd love to present one for you to plant in Lalande.
Yes, thank you.
I think that would be
Thank you
great.
so much.
Absolutely.
Oh, that's fabulous. My goodness, we're going to have the baby of one of Marie Antoinette's trees coming
Yes.
to Lalande.
It'll be fantastic.
And I didn't realise you could actually have trees labelled, like
Yes.
Arbres Remarquables
So
de
we
France.
actually, this
Yes.
is Leaf de la Motte-Feu. It's the oldest tree in the center of France. Georges Sand wrote about it in the 1840s. Mentions it actually in the novel that she wrote that takes place in La Motte, Les Beaux Messieurs de Bois Doré as well.
Yes.
It's meant to be 1,000 years old.
My goodness, the trees you have.
And
And
so,
they have these stories, all of them.
yeah, so this one is labeled as well a Arbre Remarquable de France.
Yes. We're heading over to the yew tree because Chris is worried it seems to be a little bit yellow this year and Nick thinks it might be struggling. It is looking a little yellowy and brown. Oh no.
The berries that you just started to form.
Oh, so it is still producing?
You see these little tiny dots?
Yeah, tiny.
They
Yes.
get to about that size and turn red.
Okay. Nick's wondering if this wall might be stifling the tree a little bit because it's obviously carried on pushing through. You can see where the wall's coming apart here. And how long has the wall been there?
So Georges Sand mentions it when she describes the tree in the 1850s, right? So at least 170 years.
It's funny to think of Georges Sand sitting at the foot of this tree and writing about it 150 years ago.
But I was just saying, what's making me wonder is the yew tree next to it's got no stone around it,
Yeah.
and it's adjacent to it, well, touching,
And it's younger.
a lot younger, and it's having the same problems at the top.
Oh.
But you look at the yew hedge there, you look at the yew trees over there,
Yeah.
they're all doing fine. You know, all around, none of them seem to be having the same problems. So it might be worth getting a soil analysis done.
Just for this area?
Yeah, just to see if something's got into it that's making it very unhappy. I mean, it is old. The problem is that all the pine trees have the surface roots. Whereas you look at a lot of the deciduous oaks, chestnuts, all that, have the tap roots. So what's happening is, as the water table's dropping, their roots are above it. And that's been one of the biggest problems with the weather that we've been having, especially with the pine trees.
Basically 8 years of drought.
Yeah, you can just see how dry it is. It's solid.
Yeah.
I've got a friend. It really is a sanctuary here, isn't it?
Yes.
Little creatures everywhere.
Just random songs.
Having heard that incredible doorbell, we are now going to go inside and film a tour of the chateau, and it is spectacular inside, but that will be on the new channel. I'll put a link to it here and also at the end of this video, so please do go and check it out, and it would help me enormously if you could subscribe to the new channel, which is going to be all about French chateaus, beautiful French towns. Everything that I used to do on Sundays at the chateau is going to be moved to that new channel, so that this channel will just be Thursdays and Sundays about Chateau de Lalande. Really, the Chateau Diaries will be at Lalande from now on. That was some day. I cannot believe that Dan got his drone stuck in pretty much the tallest tree in Le Berry, I think. He really picked that one nicely, but what a legend Nick is. Just incredible. We're nearing Lalande, and the most wonderful gift, it's raining. We haven't seen rain at Lalande for weeks and weeks. And so I'm hoping that it's actually raining there, because sometimes it's a little microclimate and it rains all around. You see, we're getting closer and the rain's already starting to stop. Of course, it's not raining at Lalande. I should have guessed. The microclimate continues. Oh, look! Oh, Anne-Marie! Oh my goodness! Hello, Cuz!
Are you a guest?
Oh, they've forgotten who we are, Philip.
There's no
So
missions
room?
today.
No room for me?
no
Just a
missions.
little room? I'm happy to see you.
Lovely to see
Love
you.
you.
Right.
It's so good to see you. It's good to be home.
Hello.
You look really tanned.
Yeah.
Has it been...
time I spent outside must be.
Did you go on holiday the minute our backs were turned?
You should be.
I know, weren't we tanned? It's so good to be home. And through the window, I could see that Maria is in the kitchen.
She is indeed. Once again.
What a great sight.
I'm trying to make a gastrique sauce, something that Stuart taught me.
A what sauce?
A gastrique, where you make a
sauce
sauce caramel,
gastrique.
and then you put a lot of vinegar, like red wine vinegar and
Yes.
balsamic, and then you kind of reduce that. And then I've added some figs and some of the berries from the garden that Carolina took. And then we're having duck as well.
Oh, honestly, it was a great holiday, but this is even better.
Yeah. And
Yes.
also, we ate like royalty here because Emma, it was amazing. And she's made some biscuits. She's been baking every single day.
Who's Emma?
Emma's the new volunteer that you haven't met.
I haven't even met her.
Wonderful, and her food is divine. And she makes us baked goods every single day. We've had shortbread, we've had a chocolate pudding. We're now having bourbon biscuits.
Well, thank goodness I don't
I
need to
know.
wear a swimming costume any longer.
So next week, I'm not cooking, yeah? At all.
It's good to be back. All is well with the world. I'm going to run up to my study and upload both of tonight's videos. This one and the one on the new channel. I'm getting really bubbly and excited about the launch tonight. So please do go over to see that video. Any of you who are in the live chat now, this premiere should lead straight into that premiere. And please subscribe to the new channel and click the notification bell so that you get told whenever I upload new videos. I think that will be about twice a month. The tour of La Motte-Feu is so beautiful, but the best thing about it are the blooper reel at the end, which I think are the funniest bloopers I've ever seen. Enjoy the tour, and I'll see you again on Thursday with Mummy and Percy.